Sorry.
I am about balance in a lot of in my whole life. Everything is just about balance. So everything is literally scheduled.
You scheduling it, man?
That is how everything
No,
is.
no disrespect. You scheduling your jam? Right, guys, we're here for another episode of Let We Talk, right here in Second Rungs, with your boy Second Star and the big co-host,
Dion.
You forget your name?
I forget.
You forget your name?
Yeah, my bad. It's Dion. Guys, we're here again.
All right, we're here again, and we come to speak to some of the country's finest, the country's best. To my immediate left, I have Gio of Gio Designs, and well, Chelsea, you are here looking fit as ever, looking like you have a lot to inspire us in the world of physiology and so on. So, Gio, Chelsea, introduce yourself.
Hi, thanks for having me. Gio Designs, Andel Mark is my name.
Wait, your name is not Gio?
No,
Your name is not Gio.
nah,
So your name is Andel
Mark. Yeah.
Mark.
Two first names. We like that.
Yeah, no, that's how you just make a powerful name, by putting two first names.
Real. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
how,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Geo Designs. So why Geo? Is Geo your son?
My daughter name is Giovanna, so
Oh, okay. That's cool.
that's where we get the Gio from.
Oh, and Chelsea, I was wondering if your business is skincare, but you told me it's not. So educate me as to what you do and why you're here.
All right. So I'm an exercise physiologist. My brand is More for Your Wellbeing. So I run a semi-private gym, and I deal with the whole population, from children to middle age to the older ones. Sometimes I go home to the older patients, and I just try to promote movement to everybody, but in a timely fashion, because I believe that it's super important for us to build our bank in the regards to movement for our later days, and it can happen with the least amount of time. You don't need 2 hours to work out. You can do it within 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have. Trust me, I could find a way to have you sweating.
With 30 minutes?
Correct. Yep.
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Nah, man, I don't think you can make me sweat and want to collapse in 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes?
Come try one of my sessions and you'll find out.
Oh,
And
Lord.
well, to be honest, right now I'm on my fitness journey. I'm trying to lose this belly here, and I'm very intrigued, and I have a lot of questions I would like to ask you. You said you're based on movement. So what you try to do, you try to ensure that persons train in a way that ensures they sustain mobility as they get older.
Correct. So functional training. I am big on you being your best self and being able to be as independent as you possibly can for as long as you possibly can. Because inevitably, we are going to decline one day or the other. It is happening someday, right?
Yeah.
But you can do a lot to slow that process. But that process starts now. It doesn't start when you reach 50. It doesn't start when you reach 60. It starts now.
But can you start at 50?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So what inspired you to get on this journey? Was it like a family member you saw? Was it something you saw online? What inspired you to say, hey, this is what I want to do with my life?
So, you want to know what I wanted to do? I wanted to be a geologist.
Like our great prime minister?
Yeah, I wanted to be a geologist, but I played football and I danced, right? Ooh. And in playing football, I had a semi-dislocation to my shoulder. So I had to do physiotherapy. And in doing physiotherapy, just my interaction with my therapist, I was like, I can do something along these lines. And then I began to do research to find out which path of movement I can work in that can help people.
All right.
Right.
It's an interesting origin story, I'm not gonna lie, but was therapy when you had your well, obviously I know you probably wasn't in the best state of mind at that point in time, but was the uplifting experience itself is that what motivated you to want to do it?
Yes, because it's so much more than just the movement, the personal interactions that you have with people when they come in. You can know more about them than you think just by them coming in, because it's their time to be themselves. It's their space to free up. It's their time to let go.
Yeah.
And they come in and sometimes they're like, Chelsea, I missed coming here. whether it was, and it's only be for 40 minutes. Literally, they are in and out in 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. That's the time that I run my sessions for.
So you stretch persons and stuff. Not you stretching, but you make people do stretches, and is weightlifting included?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you put them through strenuous and stressful
Correct.
exercises to improve the body.
Yes.
I have a personal question I want to ask. I want to ask, and this has nothing to do. This has never happened to me, but when you're working on somebody, right? Because it's you and that person in a one-on-one session. Has anyone ever farted?
Yes. Yes, it has happened.
It has happened.
Yes, on numerous occasions.
So on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
What is usually your response to that? Is it to console them? And
It's
let
a
them know?
part of life, and I move on.
Right. So you
I'm
don't-
not going and highlight it,
You
right?
don't ever
So it's never awkward a moment because
And some of them will say sorry, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, let's just move on. Like, I'm not going to make a big deal about it because
So you mean to tell me, right?
I encourage it to be a safe space for people. So I don't want people to think that I am judging them because that just happened on the
Right.
spot. It happens to all of us at some point in time, right?
so you even if it's smelling bad, you hold that straight face, you maintain that smile,
No.
and you go through knowing that hey, this person is increasing their mobility and they have proper bowel movement.
No, but
now.
what I want to do is you could not always be that serious.
So
At
you
some point in
learn,
time.
you learn your clients.
Right.
And I would know who would take a joke about it and those
Yeah.
who you just ignore it and move on because you may see that they may take offense to it and
Yeah.
they may feel embarrassed. So you just move past it and move on. But then there will be some and they before I even say anything, they're cracking up about it. So we just make a whole joke about
All
it.
right.
So it just
And
depends
the-
on who the person
And it
is.
increases the bond and the
Correct,
all right,
yeah.
no problem.
No, that's
I mean,
cool. That's
when
cool.
somebody gives you that of themselves and they knows between, there's nothing to make you bond more than embarrassment.
Right.
Right. No,
but
problem.
What I would like to know though, and I mean, we talk about the experience in itself and what it is you do and that kind of thing, but obviously you consider yourself an entrepreneur,
Yes.
right? I gotta get straight to the juice, right? What kind of money does this make?
Wow.
I'd like to know. No, I'd like
It
to
is
know.
rude to
He
ask a
playing,
lady
right?
No,
your
no,
age.
I'd like to know. I'd
It
like
is
to
rude
know.
to ask
And
a
I'm
lady
sure
your
our
age.
viewers would want to know too in their
And,
future if they'd like to do something like this. Is it something that could sustain their lifestyle and
It
take
is.
them to another level?
It is, you are in your soft guy era. You don't ask a woman how much money she makes.
Well, it's
You know, it
2024.
is, you are in your soft guy era. You need to not
I
do
like-
that. The man takes care. You don't ask a
No,
woman.
it's not about
what-
that.
Okay.
Me being an entrepreneur as well, I'd like to expand my horizons. Maybe I'd like to be a
You
physical
get into
therapist as
no.
well.
We clearly,
I'm just saying.
we clearly could see you not into physio.
Listen, the punches, I don't appreciate it.
All right, all
Anyways,
right.
no, but really and truly, what is it like?
So it depends on your personality and where you want to take it because there are so many avenues that you can use in how you can sustain yourself financially. Are you going to work for somebody or are you going to branch off on your own? And then when you branch off on your own, are you only going to do one-on-one sessions? Is it that people are coming to you or are you going to people? What type of service are you offering? And depending on the type of service you're offering,
Depends
you
on
can
the money.
determine where your price point will be.
Give us a range.
That's good.
Give us a range. We don't want to know what you make. We want to know what somebody who gets into it can make from start to end.
Yes.
As in, what is the top and what is the in Trinidad and Tobago? What you believe?
You mean like
So-
monthly?
Huh?
You mean like monthly?
Yeah, monthly range.
Yeah.
But you don't. It's the Caribbean. We don't check by the year.
What you make
We
last
don't
month?
Yeah, what you make last
Yeah,
month?
what you make last
So
month?
monthly, you can make between 30 and 50.
Right.
1,000?
Wonderful.
Damn. All right,
So,
all right.
coming
Yeah,
very
yeah.
soon.
Time to go,
Second
time to
Star Fitness, where we stretch, where we
on the
kick.
way.
It's on the way. Trained by Chelsea. That is the company. Trained by Chelsea.
Boom, it dropped
Yeah,
like bam. All right.
Yeah, boy.
All right. I
Gio.
thought it was good. I didn't know it was that good.
It's
Yeah,
not-
Gio. We talking about big money now. So, Gio, what's going on? Tell me real good on your end there. How did you get into to doing your own clothing brand? I know, well, a brand in general, because we know it's not clothing alone.
Right.
What was the first step into getting into that? What made you do it?
Well, I know I was talking about something before about I can't really have an employer, and I kind of like the same, right?
Right.
I can't have no employer
Fair.
because I just not the type to suck up to anybody, and for some reason I used to get laid off first in every job I go on.
Right.
They used to lay me off
For
first.
some reason. We don't know. We don't know.
And I kind of get fed up with the layoff thing. So,
So you get real fired.
yeah, they really lay me off.
Right.
All the time. Right? And with that, I kind of get fed up. And eventually I was like, I had to do my own thing. Started the car rental first. I was renting car. Most people think it's the brand, the clothing start first, but it's really the renting of the cars. And from that, I used to give customers a little T-shirt as a token.
Right.
You know, when they're going back to the airport. And people started like the logo. I was like, okay, let me try a brand. And that was it. Every week we were selling T-shirts for $100.
Right,
and then
right.
just keep growing from there.
So the basis of Geo Designs as a brand is just doing it. Like just start something, and if it works, it works.
You
It
just
sticks.
start and you adapt, you adjust as you go by. Most people just want to have everything perfect and have everything laid on. Nah.
Right.
You just start with what you have,
Yeah.
and you go, while you're going, you find a way. She
Yeah.
say you find a way.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to figure
You
it out
don't know,
as
you
go.
don't know, you
because
find a way on the moment of the day.
Yeah.
sometimes you get an idea and you want to execute it, and you say, okay, let me plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you realize, okay, I've now been planning this for over a year, and
Yeah.
nothing has actually
Yeah,
happened.
procrastinated,
So
right.
sometimes you just have to take a jump and see where it goes.
So jumping in head first is a good thing, as you would
It's
say.
not a good thing for everybody because a lot of people can't take failure.
Yeah,
Failure is,
yeah.
is something that's crushed most people.
Yeah.
But I enjoy failure because every time I fail, for some reason, I just get that fuel in me to go harder.
Yeah.
No, but there's no such thing as failure, though. Failure is an
Well,
illusion.
right, you learn.
At the end of the day, it's just a lesson learned now.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
So I will interject here, and I will also state that I totally understand. I had a conversation with a friend who told me that you can't start a business unless you have everything figured out. And when he came to the opening of second rounds, he was like, bro, how you start like this? It's not up to standard. But
Right.
I know, as he knows, as Chelsea knows, you start with what you
you
have.
have.
Yeah.
You go, you believe in the dream, you know you have God with you,
Yes.
and you push through, and then you'll start to get everything falling
Yeah.
in line. You'll find people aligning with your energies. So that's the one point I want to leave with everybody on the outside. When you say it start with absolute zero,
Yeah.
but you do have to be, your
best.
full dream don't need to be right in front of you.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
got to be just enough.
And
Yeah.
then it all depends on your work ethic.
Yeah.
Because most people want the best, they want everything, but then you're taking day off. As you start a new business, Mondays you don't work.
Yeah.
How?
Vacation.
How you don't work on Mondays?
Yeah. Horrendous.
Yeah.
That is a big problem I have with training, with a lot of people in Trinidad.
Yeah.
You
don't
have
work on
you have
Mondays.
to have the drive, and then you do things that you didn't think you would do.
Yes.
So
I think a misconception.
going
sorry.
to a client's house at 4:00 in the morning.
Exactly.
God damn. All right.
Okay, I had to wake up at 3.
That is what it is.
And that person pays very well because
Very- we know.
but that service, that is where you get into the $50,000
But
realm.
you do it for a period of time, and then you could then set your stipulations and say, okay, 4:00 in the morning, that's no longer
Yeah.
my
If you have to
timing.
adjust,
If
yeah.
you have to adjust, because as we grow,
Yeah.
personal lives comes in and all sorts of different things change. But for a period of time, you had to grind. You had to work
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sunday. You had to work Saturday. You had to work
Every
every
day,
day.
every
And
day.
then you can then say, this
Yeah.
day is my day because I need to take some time for myself.
No business
Right.
people have no days off.
Yeah,
And this-
I
so
don't
long
have-
as you're an entrepreneur, you have no
But
days
I
off.
surely don't have no days off.
No days off.
Yes, they
No
have-
set hours.
I don't want no days off at
Yeah.
this period. I should say, I don't mind. Maybe I should say after maybe 5 years. This month actually making 5 years. I'm
Right.
still grinding.
Congrats,
So, yeah.
bro.
5 years?
Yeah.
And you
5
make
years.
all them inroads already?
5 years.
So discuss the brand. So you told us the genesis of the brand, where the brand came about, how it grew, but you will explain to me off camera that it is an urban brand.
Right.
It is an urban brand. I see it's GD. When I hear GD, I think about Chicago, just saying too much about music in my life. But I see it means Geo Designs.
Yeah.
And you get where I come
Of
from.
course, of course.
Yeah. So I want to know, what is Geo Designs of today in 2024? What is it?
What it is?
Yeah, what is it? Like, what does the brand stand for? What is the brand values? And why would I want to be a wearer of Geo Designs?
I could interject.
Yeah.
Because if it's not quality, we not do it, right? It's Geo Designs or nothing.
Or nothing.
Right?
We just
You know
can't
why?
do it.
You know why I want
We
it? Because
even try.
because the customer want the goods. That is why. That is why you would want it.
No, seriously.
Of
Sorry,
course,
No,
Someone-
because I realized he was a big fan of the brand.
Right.
Because we have had many guests here, and I've never seen him go and be like, hey,
I never say hey. No, brother. We're trying to do more. We're trying to do more.
He said,
Yo,
hey,
Gio.
I'm a big fan, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but this brother had the market law. And he was like, no, Gio's an inspiration to all young entrepreneurs in Trinidad
Yes,
and
he
Tobago.
is. He
And
is.
I was like, well, I owe, so I already actually am buying clothes. I come out here in an old Puma jersey and whatever. But you definitely looked up to Gio.
Of course
Why?
I do. Of course.
Why?
Well, he will explain what the brand is just now, right? But the reason I look up to him is because when I look at his content, I see somebody, for lack of a better word, because I feel this way as well. I see somebody who, no matter what they do, they're still hungry for the success now, way, right? That's what I see. Is cut and the work ethic is immaculate, right? So when I see that kind of thing, it motivates me to want to do better in what I'm doing. Right?
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like the concept of surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded and want to do what you want to do and push you further. Looking at his content on social media is just like that. That's why.
All right.
And you're one of those people who says Instagram, the word feed means what you feed into your mind is what you become. So that's why you make sure to follow persons like himself.
Of course.
Also, how come he wasn't following me before I meet you?
I don't know. I
So
don't know
what you're saying is I'm not inspiring?
You are inspiring.
Nah, don't mama guy.
You
man.
are inspiring.
Do not. Chelsea, was he following you? Is he
The
following
most
you?
inspirational. Chelsea, no disrespect. I met you today. You know? I met you today.
Bro, we need to set. We want to have some private. we need to come
All right.
because both of we have a little belly to lose.
Right.
Sure.
I will. Yeah. Wait, yeah?
I know it's a little belly. That's a small thing we losing that. I saw a guy in the gym and he told me he lost 300 pounds.
Whoa.
No, I'm not lie. He was 300 pounds and he's now 180. And he's
nice.
most happy, most jolly, he says the best he ever felt.
Yeah.
And I say all that to say is like, no challenge is too insurmountable. And he's like, what, 23? And yeah, he was the laughing stock.
All
And,
about work ethic.
and yeah, his work ethic.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, but I know you as a fitness fella. You show me as all your fitness pictures and things already. So you don't have the same challenge as him.
Really and truly, yeah. My highest weight was 320. I went all the way down to 240. And now I kind of back up. You know, so it was,
Now that's happened when they get horn and thing. That has happened when they
the
get
horn
horn.
caused the weight loss at first. And then
And
I
then
started,
ladies started to come back.
You want?
yeah, and then I started to get ultra successful in what I do. And then I get kind of
You're
complacent.
relaxing. You're relaxing.
Oh, nah, no boy. No
You
boy.
relax.
no
You
boy.
relax.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
boy.
I get
When they get
complacent, man.
success, there's something I learned now. When they get success,
No self, you had to-
it's no self you had to work.
Yeah, you're right.
It's no self you had to tap into that inner Kobe.
Yeah.
And you had to
Yeah, job not
work,
finished.
work,
Job
work.
not finished. You're right. I'll lock it in tomorrow. I'll call you. We're locking in tomorrow for sure. Today, in fact, right after this.
So we asked Chelsea the question. So we're gonna ask you, because you say you have car rental, you have designs.
I can't wait for this answer.
We want to know, because to me, if somebody was to come to me when I was younger and be like, hey, be a designer, trying to be good, I'd be like, I don't want to be poor. I'm not interested in that, right? Because when I was younger,
Real disrespectful way
no,
to put it, right? Wouldn't you?
I'm not interested in that. That is not.
You ain't see that like it will make anything.
No, that's
Yeah,
making no
I
sense.
don't understand.
Well,
I used to say that
Will you
too.
be like Peter Elias? No, come on, let's
Number
be real.
one local brand. Don't just happen with thinking you can't do it. You have to think you can
it's
do it.
true.
No,
So
but-
it wasn't for you.
No, but it's not
No, but I
that.
understand what you mean though, because it's at a point in time where I used to feel like I don't feel this brand thing in Trinidad. Yes,
Makes
in
sense.
America, yeah, but
in Trinidad,
how far you can reach with this? You know,
Right.
that's what I used to think.
Yeah.
you know, I've always shared that sentiment. I never forgot when I was younger. I used to sit down next to Darren Bravo Boxell, and he asked me when I was younger, hey, come and be a bowler. I was already tall. I could have come and learn. I could have go in the nets. I could have be decent. You know, I might have make something in cricket.
Right.
But I was like, no girls ain't going to cricket, and that's a waste of time.
Oh.
And then after Stanford invented 2020 cricket.
I know it's
and
a
it's one of the
money.
biggest
Money.
regrets
And you
of
bet.
my life. Of my life.
Big
Not
up
doing-
Stanford. Big up Stanford one time. Hard lucks for what happened and thing with Tole embezzlement.
So I say all this to say, as a man who had the foresight and the view on the outside in the Caribbean, we want to know, being a designer in the Caribbean, what's the range you could possibly make? Now, what you making? With the range you could possibly make?
Like,
yeah.
we can possibly make
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
80 to 150.
Month?
Monthly?
Yeah.
Oh
So-
God.
No, that's net or profit.
That is overall. of
Like
course,
revenue or
but
profit?
Yeah,
Gross,
revenue,
gross.
yeah.
Revenue, right. No, I want to know profit.
Profit 60, 70.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Lord.
That's cool. That's cool.
I like that.
That's cool.
I
That's
like
cool.
that. Nah.
But some
You sound like you're
mo-
bringing out
Some
your own
months
design.
could be-
You sound like you're bringing
No,
out your
I
own.
want the average.
The
I don't
average?
want your best.
Jumping a clothing brand
I want
tomorrow.
your average. I want your average. I
Yeah,
don't want your
60 to 70.
average.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that's good. And that is
really
not a
good.
real average. There, income tax people and whatever. This is all for show and pretend. And
This is a hypothetical.
this
That's
is
a
hypothetical,
Yeah.
and this has nothing to do with geodesigns, right?
Correct.
All right. So, and then you have car running too. All right, cool. We don't inspect your money. We don't inspect your money. So you guys see exactly what it is. These are two young people who dropped out of school, who failed everything, did not have any CXC, don't have any SCA. Am I talking the
I
truth?
don't know about. You're talking the truth with me. School wasn't my thing.
Okay.
It really wasn't my thing.
You look like you did very well in school. To be honest,
Yeah.
I have 8-1's face.
Yeah.
You have a 8-1's face.
All ones in Cape.
Yeah, you have
know.
that kind of finish.
Honors, first class honors.
Yeah, like she looked like
that.
she was always a high
We lie?
achiever kind of
Tell
person.
we lie.
I know about all the 8-1s and distinctions, but yes, I would say I'm a high achiever. I enjoy
She look like
learning,
that.
so I'm always looking for new information. So I'm always studying. I'm always doing something.
So right, so that means she has 6-1s, and she was in sport, and she has always been a high achiever.
Right.
Very
So
close.
would you see
yeah.
yourself as a lifelong learner? You don't ever think that you can learn enough?
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And the
feel
field
the
that
same way.
I think the field that I'm into, like, things are always changing. So you always have to keep up with.
Evolve. Yeah, they evolve.
Yeah, you have to keep up with the know, because you're gonna have people coming in and asking you
A million.
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to respond to them. It's okay to tell them you don't know, because sometimes you just don't know. But you go and you find out, and
Yeah.
you do a little bit of research on it. So you always have to keep up with the different trends. And also, in the fitness industry, there are a lot of fads, right? There are a lot of things that people
They're
think.
fads.
Yeah.
Just educate me.
Facts. Yeah.
Educate me, because I am now into
Another what?
fitness.
Right. So people think this is my strongest opinion. To be healthy, you have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined, and you have to put in the work. Right? Often we want the quick fix.
You hear that, Chris? You have to put in the work.
We want it to happen overnight, and it don't work so. And even if you get the quick fix and it helps you, let's say, lose weight, because that's people's biggest thing, right? It helps you lose the weight quickly. How are you going to maintain it?
Yeah, or you keeping it off?
It's all about maintaining
Discipline.
it. You can lose weight quickly by,
Supplement.
yeah, if you want to take supplements or alter your diet. But is it a realistic diet that you're going to maintain post weight loss?
No, that's why I just say forget that while I'm working out, I eat in my KFC.
No.
Right. So you have to make decisions. And nothing is wrong with eating KFC. Nothing wrong is with eating fast food. But if you still want to meet a goal, there has to be a balance.
Yeah, that's
Are you
yeah.
going to eat the KFC every single day?
Yeah.
Then
No, I can eat it every day.
you ain't going to reach your goal.
Serious?
No. But it's not that you can't have it. You just now have to have it in a more moderate level.
I once saw a quote that says if you want to look like a dog, you have to eat like one.
Who want to look like a dog?
Wait, but they say look like a dog. You never see them cut out pit bull on them.
Yeah.
Right,
okay,
but
okay.
the dog does the same thing every day.
Right, so you're buying pedigree.
So you had to eat clean.
Right.
Yeah, you have a generalized diet, and then after you might add one thing. You might treat good the dog, you treat. If you
Right.
want to look like a dog, you had to train like one now.
Right.
And you had to eat like one.
Oh, fair.
So,
All right.
I don't know, you can
No, that
Oh,
is
God.
it there.
I think the main word is discipline.
Real.
In anything. It could be
Real.
workout, business, discipline.
Life.
And consistency.
Yeah, because discipline.
Life is discipline.
Discipline will let you know that, all right, we can't be eating this all the time. We know
Yeah.
the results you can get from it.
Yeah.
So you'll limit it.
Oh, you're right, for sure.
Because you see people, before they go on workout or after they go on workout, there's nothing wrong with doubles, but doubles is a high calorie food.
Wait a minute, I had doubles this morning by trying to lose weight. This is the
The
honest
chana
truth.
good, but not the
Right, but
flour.
you can't have doubles every single day for breakfast.
So what you're telling me, every day I cannot have a cheat meal? I really have to actually look at everything?
Yes.
Why?
To get the results.
That is not fun.
What would you say to the people that, well, if your goal is to lose weight, it's all about calories in and calories out. As long as you stay within your limit for the day and you're in a deficit, you will still lose weight. What do you say to those people?
Yes, so you have to be in a deficit if you want to lose weight, right? You have it correctly. Calories in versus calories
intake.
out that's just maths, right? Your carb be consuming more calories
I'm
and
working out less.
expect something to happen, right?
Yeah.
Let's just be real. But it's not that you have to eliminate and restrict yourself.
Yeah,
You just have to be mindful.
right. So, what?
I myself have to be mindful.
Yeah,
You don't think I enjoy having cake, eating ice cream, going by the gyro man, having pizza,
yeah,
but I don't eat that every day.
yeah.
Wait, you can't eat gyro every day?
Well, I mean, correct.
How
We're
much
far-
are you close?
Gyro is not a good meal.
correct. We're far wrong.
Here's what I learned. I learned 2 fists of protein. No, a handful of protein, a fist of fibers, and this of fibers and this of carbs.
That's good.
That is not gyro.
Right.
A
But-
gyro is this of carbs.
Let's
then
just
after you had the grass.
let's be a
And
little
let's add
more
this to the
honest
protein.
here, right? Eating out is fine, but when you eat out, those people are mass producing food.
Yeah, just be buying grade B chicken and thing.
Because they are mass producing
You
in
want
order
the
to
best quality.
the quality and the variety of things that they have to put into it for the quantity is going to be different from if you cook a meal at home.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Cook at home.
And that changes it. But it's not that you cannot eat out.
Yeah,
You need to be mindful in how you're eating out now.
Yeah.
If it is that you want to reach your goal, the whole thing about it is that if you have a goal in mind, there are certain things that you're going to have to put into place, but it's not that you have to eliminate and not involve yourself in certain aspects. You just have to do it in moderation.
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
That is a reality check for me. Because I have been battling this little small tummy I have here. I have never successfully gotten rid of it. I've been in gym for 4 years, but discipline and consistency has been my biggest failure.
And then we also have to realize that we all can have that hot body.
That's not true. That is not true. We can all have it. We can all have it.
Because
we can all
genetics,
have it.
I don't know.
genetics,
My genetics are fantastic. Your genetics are fantastic. God give you and he give me no, not at all.
right?
We
Genetics.
can all be
You have
hot.
to remember genetics play a huge part into it. So you need to go back to your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents.
All of them was maga.
oh.
So the way you saying I have no hope?
But what was their lifestyle like?
No, what you're saying is I have no hope to get abs. My grandfather had skinny abs.
No, I'm not saying that you don't have no hope, you know.
Some people just had to put in more work.
Real.
Correct. But then you also have to look at their lifestyle. What was their lifestyle back then?
Well, according to them, they used to say that how they used to walk 20 miles to school, 20 miles back.
I know about the 20 miles, but they may have been walking. They were walking and moving about way more than we are now. Remember, we are in a
Yeah.
technological
Relax,
advancement right
comfort.
now. So a lot of things are being
Everybody
done
driving.
for us that we no longer do for ourselves.
100%
So we are
true.
actually sitting and relaxing a little bit more than we would have if we had to get up and just go get it.
Correct. 100% true. Well, I see the bartender is making drinks for us. So pretty soon we'll have to drink. I guess alcohol is not something that you really
In moderation.
in moderation.
Right,
Well,
so-
today is going to be moderately
You're gonna have a moderate
consumed.
amount.
But I do not want moderate alcohol. I want plenty.
I'd like 0 alcohol, please.
Why would you do that?
brother? It's Eid. It is Eid.
Okay, I can
today.
respect that.
Yes.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
I'm not Muslim, but I have respect for the community as my mom is Muslim.
Okay, so you respect the...
Yes, I do. No pork. No.
You don't eat pork?
Today. Today. Yeah, today. Just one day, oh God, just one day.
Yeah, no
You know?
problem.
Just in support of, another faith.
No, I understand totally.
Yeah.
I actually fast for Diwali as well.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
From meat?
Yeah, I fast from meat and things just to
that's
you know,
cool, that's
I have clearly I am 3% East Indian.
Ah.
But at the end of the day,
Big ups.
respect to the community as well, and I believe in what Diwali is for us as a society. At the end of the day, we are Trinidad and Tobago is a melting pot of many many cultures, and in and around me respecting one. And as for the alcohol,
yeah, I understand. That's fine.
So Gio, if you have one bit of advice you could give to fans of your brand like Dion here, who are trying to get up, if you have one bit of advice, what would that one piece of advice be?
You just had to keep going. From my experience, from nothing, I mean nothing, zero.
Yeah.
What is zero?
Zero is if you don't run taxi today, you have no money today.
That is zero. Okay,
Yeah, that is zero.
You have a car.
My father gave me that car. I was paying him $700 a week.
Me too. I have a similar start.
So that is zero.
I'll say you're not 100, but you're probably like a 7. It's zero. Zero is on the road. I'm not going to. I thought you
No, that is still zero because you remember, I wouldn't call zero if you get a good education, then you start off with a job with the government.
Then I didn't start on zero. Then
You know what I mean? But like that is zero.
Right.
All right.
Say if you don't work today, if you don't run taxi
You don't
today,
eat.
you don't eat. That is how serious it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I say
And
zero.
you had to pay your father for the car.
Yes.
So it's not no nepo baby.
No, and they had to fix the car.
Okay. And
So,
your
and
father
then-
actually coming to collect?
He collecting.
Oh, Lord.
Then I was,
Pops
he had
was
to pay
trapped.
rent, and then I take care of my daughter. So it was real challenging.
You know, speaking of family and things like that, well, outside
Hold
of
on.
family.
You can give us the advice.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
Proceed.
So yeah, so I would say you had to really be into it, especially wherever field you decide to go in. As second say, consistency, no stopping. That's why I don't have no day off. A lot of people used to laugh. A lot of people say, "Boy, what you doing? You working Sunday? You working on a holiday?" Like I will rent out my only car and then travel with my duffel bag.
That is hustler.
That is
And
hustler.
that is what I used to do.
That is hustler.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, boy?
I love that. I love
used to
that.
be-
I love that. I like it.
People
I
used
was
to be
actually-
like, huh? People used to be like, "How you do? What are you doing that for?" I say, "Wait, just wait. You'll see."
Yeah.
And now we have 8 vehicles, so everything is timing. Everything is timing. You got to believe in your brand, believe in yourself. Don't expect your mother and your father to tell you you got to get up and go. You got to be self-motivated. That's the most important.
Yeah.
So when you wake up, you don't know your mission. Even if you ain't sure you're gonna make $1 today, but you're going out there and find a way.
Yeah, you give yourself the best possible chance.
Self-motivated. You gotta be
I
self-motivated.
want to adjust the word self-motivated. I think you just have to find your motivation. I don't even think you are self-motivated because your brand is named after your daughter. So that to me is you have to find your motivation, whatever it is.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
Because the brand, my daughter is not my motivation. That is just,
Not your only motivation.
yeah. Nah, I'm being honest. This is what has motivated me the most. The negative people and people who reject you when you had nothing.
That's an honest answer.
I just
love
remember them.
that. I love that.
All right.
Especially the girls.
So
Especially the girls. No, for real.
We commented that just now. The girls, we commented that.
I totally understand that. And that used to be me. But in my opinion, and that is not the healthiest form
Yeah,
of
Mr.
motivation.
Righteous.
Yeah.
Mr. Righteous in the corner. there.
No, to me, it's not about Mr. Righteous, right?
Right, sorry.
It's just like what we have to learn that there are way more people clapping for us than persons scolding us. But we allow ourselves to hear all them people who have the negative things to say. Think about it. If somebody come and tell you something good, just be like, yeah, thanks, and keep it moving. But from the time somebody say, "Nah, you ain't ready," what make you feel like you're ready?
Nah,
That's
I'll
natural in
I'll
us.
pause.
And
I'll
it's
pause
me.
a little bit. What happened is I use it as, I just watch it different. I like to hear the negative because I just use it as fuel.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is you can use the positivity as fuel.
Nah.
I think,
No.
fellas,
Positive is it'll give you a little push.
fellas, I
No,
think
you don't know how
as
to
a
use it, so
human-
you operating with diesel rather than premium gas.
as-
You
fellas.
damaging the engine.
Yeah.
I not damaging the engine. I want them to know
Second.
I operating on the best octane gas.
No, not that they don't want to hear the positive, but the negative. You have to use the negative as
Yes,
fuel.
I believe
totally
so too.
disagree with you.
But that can't be the
Negativity
only-
is not the fuel.
But let me tell
Absolutely not. Negativity is
Well,
a fuel
it
that
work
does
it
not
work
exist.
differently for everybody.
No, you will get the
Because
success. You
a
will
lot
get the
of-
success.
a lot of people
but the
might-
damage is done inside. Any therapist will tell you that.
Right.
Nah, you had to use
Let me
positivity
give
as
a
a
little
fuel.
take on it, right?
Have to.
I believe as humans, we like competition.
Everybody different.
Right? We like challenges.
Right,
Right?
but that's a good thing.
a challenge is to disprove somebody else, not to accept praise.
No,
Yeah.
no, I disagree
Too much
with you.
praise, too much praise,
The
you won't
only
go for it.
challenge you have is within yourself. You set the goal and then you challenge yourself and you achieve it. And the other person is complimenting you to overcome the challenge. You
But
see,
to
from the
keep you
time is
going?
you operate under the belief of now you telling me I can't do it. I mean, nobody can tell you more about that
No,
than
let
me.
me give an example.
Nobody can tell you more about that negative
Let me
like
get-
that.
let me
me.
give an example.
Nobody.
Much as everybody wish they have a parent who have plenty money and give them everything, you get a car, you get this, you get a house. I glad I didn't get that. That would have make me feel
Real.
No, that's not.
because trust me,
100%.
I would have failed quicker. I would have no kind of control over myself. Everything would have to be about show.
But you want to know the facts? You don't know that.
No, sure.
No, let me tell you don't know that because it's according to the parents you have. Because I have friends
You're
who
correct.
have very healthy parents who are very successful
Yeah.
and they in turn empower their children to be
Yeah.
much
Well,
more
yeah, correct.
successful.
Every
depends on
parent
the
is
parents.
guide, yeah, correct.
So what I
depends
want
on
to
the
tell
parents.
you is you literally do not know what other card you could have been dealt. You just played very well with the cards that you have in front of you.
Right.
And
that's
that's
what
all.
we're gonna do.
But
That's what
you have a
gonna do.
point, but most of the time when you get things too easy, you do appreciate it.
That's
Even
not
if you
true.
have what?
That's not true. It's all about the education you have prior.
No,
No, hold on,
I
hold on.
disagree with that one.
No.
It depends
So-
on how you can use it, because sometimes some
Yeah.
people, some people just get things handed to them, okay, and I think the direction you want to go is that they may misuse it, right? But you see people get stuff handed to them, and based on their mindset, they fuel how they're going to approach the use of it
That is in
differently.
a minority, though.
I believe so.
I tell you.
I believe so as well.
That is
I-
in the minority in our community. There are other communities where that is not in the minority
You know why? Okay.
because they have learned how to pass on. So your
have a
friends who you tell me about, I want to call the name, twin fellas. You would not say that is healthy passing on.
I think it all comes down to the culture and the parenting.
Thank you very much.
It comes down to the culture.
Thank you very
Again,
much.
but it is being the minority.
Are they not appreciative
But-
and understanding of their
Very,
position?
very much so.
Thank you very much.
so. And they do well with
And
what they
then you
want to
see about that same culture where the children disown their parents
Very
and go
true.
against them
Very
and
true.
try to take everything. So it has
Very
happened
true.
both ways.
It
But
happens
that
both
is,
ways.
that,
minority.
is, that is human nature and that has nothing to do with the person's status. In my belief, it's because you see them fighting for the smallest piece of land to the biggest piece of land to all the companies.
Oh, that's
So at the end of the day,
Right.
that I think is how the child meets with the parent. But that being said, I have learned, and this is different to him, so you guys can try what you want. I have learned, and I stand on it, that positivity is 100% a better fuel than negativity. I achieved all my success in the earlies through negativity, and happiness was only when I proved to others. But when you recognize, oh boy, you have all these people clapping for you, do it for them.
Here's what I think.
Do it for them.
Second.
Do it for yourself.
I think
I will stand on that
I think-
100%.
This is me saying what I'm saying, like out of my perspective. I think you would not be the second star you are today if you didn't take the fuel from negativity, first, and then had enlightenment later on.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
That's probably true. At
Yeah.
the end of
And
the
that's
day, I
what-
don't know it to be any different. So that's probably true.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I wish to have had
Remember-
learned positivity prior, and then I might have probably be like Bob Marley.
Because you remember, it have few people like LeBron James, Michael Jordan. I won't even say Michael Jordan, but like LeBron James, that leave high school, you was called the king from high school, and you prove it. Of course, you had little failures in between, but you prove it. But most people, they will get rejected, like Jordan. he get rejected from college, and that is what make fuel him.
Yeah.
When people say, nah, he not ready, he too short, he too this, that is what fuel him.
Yeah.
So is the negativity, the rejection, not really negativity, but the rejection, telling you that they can't do it, that is what does make you go to the next.
But we also saw that
Prove you wrong.
negativity led him to go down into a dark spiral, which was gambling. Which was
I would
he
call
always,
a dark spiral. He
no,
can afford it.
No, he actually almost
No,
went
but
broke.
I think you have to find
No,
the
no, that's
balance.
a fact. That's
No,
a
but
fact.
he talked about that.
You
He
must
talked
find
about
the
that.
balance. I agree.
He talked about that. He said people have a problem with my gambling problem, but I can afford it. He talked about that.
No, it's not a problem if you can afford it. So there was no such thing as no. Hold on,
But I mean-
it was a problem. It literally was a
Was it
problem.
really?
No, it was a problem. It was a
Bro,
problem.
Bro had the bro has. That was his vice.
But it wasn't a problem. It wasn't a problem financially.
Bro, if it was really a problem,
He would have go broke.
Jordan, the brand of Jordan would not
Would
have
have
been the
never
most
last.
successful
Would have never last.
athlete brand of all time. You know? I think it was only
You're
a problem
correct.
because maybe he was spending time away from the family. I think
Yes,
it
it was a
but
vice.
really and
But
truly,
as a part of success, family is a part of success.
yeah, it depends.
Family is, if you have failed at family, you have failed at life. Are there anything, nothing is more important than family?
I don't want.
Nothing
I-
is God, family,
I don't
then
wanna say
whatever
that.
success. I totally disagree.
Let me.
It is God, your family, and then any business.
I agree to
Nah,
some extent.
yeah, me too.
I
agree
would
to
totally
extent.
disagree
let
with
me
anything
hear
else.
it, you. Let me hear it.
I agree to an extent because, first of all, you have to make sure you have a supportive family, right?
Yes.
Not because it's
I
family,
agree.
not because it's family. And if your family is not supportive, it could be your wife, your children, or whoever. If they're not supportive, that don't mean that you have to put them in front of the same business that have to take care of them.
Realism.
I believe that, and I don't have the evidence to prove it, so I can't speak on it 100%. But what I would say is, I believe that you ensure that your family is taken care of
Correct.
first. So you ensure that your home is taken care of, and there's a balance, and then you operate
I'll
into.
pause you a little again.
Yeah.
And,
Go
I
ahead.
think all of it that we're speaking about is, as Secondra said, is really about the balance, finding the balance. Because yes, you could grind and you could go hard and you have family, but then
Who you
if you
leaving it
don't
to?
pay attention to them, you see in instances where the family leaves.
Right, correct.
And then it's just you, and you put in all the hard work, but then who surrounds you?
correct.
You die alone.
But what I want to say is all about sacrifice too. Because when we see the rich people do it, we have no problem. You see Kobe stay away from his family, limited time for 20 years straight, and we have no problem. You know why? Because they're rich. Messi, all of them, they stay away from the family for months.
But you also
without
have to make sure that they have the understanding of
Yes,
what you
that
are
is the
doing.
next thing.
Because
That's
the
what it's-
And that's where the
communication,
support comes.
you have to
Right.
communicate. If you don't communicate with them that for this period of time, this is what has to be done, then they're going to think that, what are we?
And the support.
You're just throwing us to the side. So, okay, yes, they have to be away from their family. Make sure that your family understands that for this period, this is what has to happen.
You
So
should,
again, it's
you
about that
should.
balance, finding it.
You have to operate with the understanding that it is not for the sake of Kobe, it is not you are a basketballer, it's we are a family in basketball. So
Right. You're
your
right.
wife, your
Have to
children
be
have to
into it.
understand. Not even into it. They have to understand that daddy's going to disappear for 3 months.
Yeah.
There's
Then he comes back and he all up in our face, and daddy's going to be doing this for the
Again.
next 20 years.
Yes.
But then after, he's going to finish it.
there is a certain type of family for ambitious people.
Agreed.
There's a certain type of family
Not
for
everybody
ambitious
can take
people.
it.
Yeah. Like if a family would leave you in the process of you chasing what you know you could have, that is not the family for you.
I agree. I agree
And
entirely.
better you leave.
Yeah.
I agree
Better-
entirely.
Better you leave.
But I think also too, but why would they just leave? There has to be some sort of communication issue that's taking place.
No, we're just talking
could-
about
some
as a
people
whole,
so-
man, as
some-
a
No,
whole.
it could be, but that's how again a lot of people want more attention than some, and some people. Not everybody have a vision.
Yeah.
So you remind the building stage.
Right,
of
so
the
then you all
business.
do have that level of understanding with each other.
Yeah, so
Facts.
is,
No,
is,
even
the-
if,
is the
even
right
if you
family.
explain it, like even like let me say if me and you married, and even if I explain it to you, but you remember you don't have my vision, you're not seeing it going through yet, so you might say he wasting his time.
So
Yeah.
let me tell you why I
And
spoke
you
to one
might
of my
wanna
best
leave.
friends yesterday, right? One of my best friends, I spoke to him yesterday, and he was letting me know that he did not do certain things for himself, and And that is why I don't want to give you the personal business, but in fact, the advice I gave to him is that here's what, you have 7 days for the week. One of those days, you dedicate it to yourself and your family. And make sure that that is taken care of. Because for you to perform those next 6 days, that one day is very important. You have to be present with your mother, you have to be present with your father, with your woman, with your children. That is what you have to do so that you can then get the freedom
That's
to
so
perform
hard,
on those
that's
other
so
days.
hard, but-
No, you think it's hard, but it's
no,
actually,
you're correct.
you
But
have
you're
to
right.
do that.
You don't have to do it.
No, you have to do that because at the end of the day, work will consume. But then, is it all worth it when that is the loss?
No, wait, that's the thing. That's the thing. Second, what if?
Oh my
right,
God, what is this? A lychee mojito?
Is it?
Oh,
is it
Papa.
virgin?
Alcohol?
Is it virgin? All right. Yeah, I'll have one of those, but no
Show the alcohol.
alcohol.
Show the alcohol.
You want your alcohol in moderation?
What I was gonna say.
taking a
what I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God,
say
you
though-
guys seen this? You guys seen this? Oh my God.
Nice.
It's Papa
Is that a
Labs.
wooden straw?
They don't normally bring it so nice for me, eh? They don't normally bring it. They always bring me Hennessy and cranberry. They don't always make it so nice
Well,
for
and
me.
as you drink, that's usually
All right.
What I want to mention to right,
Yeah.
like we just say about a lot of people taking the day off and the time for the family. It all depends on how far you want to go because sometimes when you're now building something, as I say, when you're now building it,
Yeah.
especially when you're building from scratch, you didn't get no 100,000 to start.
Yeah.
So you could afford to say, all right, Sundays be day.
Yeah.
You start from scratch, as I say.
Yeah.
It will have a long period of time. It won't have a day off.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because here why. And I'll give you an example from with me. For 5 years straight, I grind every single day.
Yeah.
No day off. When I mean no day off, sore throat for 3 months straight, COVID, rain, Rowley, the Prime Minister, he was like, you can't go outside. I find a way. I do curbside pickup with clothes.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Yeah.
That's how serious it was with me.
Yeah.
Even when we had the curfew and I had to reach in by 6 o'clock, I was by my gate waiting to leave the yard, and 6 o'clock back inside. That's how serious it was.
Yeah.
Right. But what I would ask is, do you believe that one day off, or let me say half a day, where you say Saturday afternoons is for the family, you think that would have been a huge negative implication? So rather than outside of COVID, rather than on, so let's say leave at 6 a.m. every other day, right? Instead you say, boy, Saturdays, I'm going to leave that afternoon for my children and whatever, and I will operate every day from 5. You don't think that would have had the same result?
Not the same result, but it won't affect it that much. But the thing is, you remember, his passion involved. And again, I should say, if your family being involved with it too. So it's not that I wasn't having family time. And
Also, the family all know the mission.
They had to know
Yeah,
the
they
mission.
have to.
So even if we go out for dinner, customer all the goods outside,
Yeah.
or they meet me in here and they want the goods, you gain the goods. It's not.
Yeah.
It won't be like now with my wife and kids.
know
No, but stop.
I
No,
know
but
what
stop.
you boy.
I like that.
I know what
So
you
it's-
I totally disagree.
No, but-
I totally
I'm
disagree.
getting the difference. I'm getting the
My
difference.
question-
That-
I know-
well, everybody
I know what
different.
you do.
Everybody
No,
different.
yeah,
I-
so-
But
I'd
this
like-
is
I'd-
what make the difference from good to great.
Yeah.
This is what made the difference from Geo Designs, no offense, to all the other brand.
Oh.
This I just talking plain.
Now, no, I think this is what you believe. And
okay,
well-
no, I think when you're with family, you are present.
Yeah.
You are present with your family,
Yeah.
and when you leave to do Geo Designs, you are with Geo Designs, and your family needs to understand
Family, no. It's a good lesson for your kids. Let them see the grind.
Yeah.
Let them see the grind.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Especially when I walk outside there and make a sale, that sale pay for the same dinner we eating.
Yeah.
Nah, boy, let's agree to disagree.
I'd like to make a little.
We can decide.
I'd like to
Huh?
make a little
No,
interjection.
no. Let's agree to disagree on that.
I want
Okay.
to ask you then, how do you fill your cup? How do you re-energize yourself if everything is always go?
As I say, everybody different. My energy, a lot of people won't have it, but I know where I came from. As I say, from the taxi, from the zero, from everybody else watching and like, he didn't
I
say
used to sleep on the
nothing.
ground, you know, brother.
No, what I mean, I ain't talking about sleeping on the ground. Let's talk about.
As in literally sleep on the ground. I used to bring girls in my room And when they come in my
See
room,
what
there are
you got.
springs
Yeah.
coming through the mattress and poking them in the bed. And they
Right.
pretending they don't have... I can tell you about all these stories.
Right.
I can tell you about... So, I mean, I guess my journey carried me a different direction. So,
And then again, it's different with building a brand. Like how she did with fitness. Somebody wouldn't see her here having dinner with her family and say, I want to work out now. So
Yeah.
that's different. My store is a bus that will park outside.
Yeah.
So why will I tell you you want a product and you want some products and it costs 1,000? Why will I tell you no? I'm with my family tomorrow. Why?
Yeah.
I don't have to go somewhere and open a store, turn the key. No, it's right outside. You can get it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Babe, I'm coming back. You can get the goods and we go back to dinner. I ain't see nothing wrong with that.
I like
I mean,
that.
if it's one-off, that's... I
No, no,
can
one-off.
think that's reasonable.
It's
But if
happen all the
you need
time.
dinner, you
All
need
the
for
time,
an hour...
exactly.
It is happen all the
Hold on. If you need dinner for an hour, and you know in advance, all right, somebody may come and collect this, and it's like probably once to leave, all right. But you can't be in the dinner and then disappearing 4 and 5 times.
You know what?
No,
I've been
I
waiting.
You see, and
I've
that's so
been
sad.
waiting.
I
I've been waiting
disagree.
to some of this, right? Because I
That's so
looking
sad.
at it. I looking at it on a 3-point. Let me tell you it, right? One, it depends on the person and what that person wants. Right?
True.
Yeah.
2, I think, right? This is what I've seen. I saw a saying and it's online, and I think it's true. An ambitious man or woman, an ambitious person will forego everything to achieve what they want. And 3, if you're thinking about family and loneliness and stuff like that, think about if you're 65 years old. If this is who you are as a person, you are alone, and you look around at everything that you achieve, and you okay with that, then that's for you.
That's for you, yeah.
Family may not have
Everybody
been for
has-
you.
yeah.
If you're
Agree
okay being
totally.
alone.
Agree
You understand?
totally.
Some most ambitious people are.
I disagree. Most ambitious people are actually lonely.
And that's okay.
If your inner child is to prove to the world that I am great, you will always try and try to do that. And though this is not his situation, I'm just saying, I'm not speaking of my situation.
Yeah.
Well, my thing came from a place of rejection and proof of worth. But
Right.
then I have to realize that, no, my proof of worth comes from above.
Right.
And everything I do now must be to empower and better others and better myself. So
Right.
that's why I choose to operate with love, which is as just, dog, I go in just as hard, you know.
Yeah.
But to operate with hate and just go to my bed, and if I think about somebody coasting on myself, I laugh at them because they're not important. I don't forget about all there. But all the love is what you had to operate with. I believe that 100%. It's healthier. I don't feel sick. I don't get sick as often as I used to get.
Right.
No, because people like me,
Right.
and I'm thankful for that.
Right.
So that's how I operate.
I understand.
Again, it's as you say, it's how bad you want it.
It's all about,
No,
I
I think
listen,
I don't think anybody
it
wants it
depends.
more than me.
It depends on the person. Your formula is different from your formula.
No, but he
No,
was.
I switch out my diesel engine.
No, but he
Right.
will say
I
that.
want premium.
No, but he will
Good
say that,
class.
right? You will say that you don't think that people weigh more than you. But the simple decisions, simple daily decisions will show you that it have people want it more than you.
Real.
Trust me when I tell you that.
Okay.
The decision you take to, all right, nah, we're going to chill today. When the next party who in the same field as you, nah, we ain't chilling today.
Yeah.
We grinding today.
Yeah.
That will show you. And I'm not saying you don't really want it.
No,
It's
no,
just
listen
showing,
to you.
it's just
Somebody
showing that.
wanted more.
And Kobe made this example. When Iverson talked about this, when they went away to play for America, wherever,
Kobe already in the gym training.
yeah, Kobe in the gym.
But you know,
When-
Kobe was one of the biggest family people, right? So when Kobe
when he get time,
no,
yeah.
Kobe actually used to, bro, big Kobe Bryant fan here. I study his work.
take
Tell
the
you,
helicopter
when
and go.
Kobe takes his time for his daughters, brother, he is with his daughters.
because he get the time, but
That's
he
No,
never-
he
That's
used to make
allocated
the
time.
time.
That's
He used to
allocated
make
time.
the time.
Kobe sacrificed
No,
20
what-
years.
No, he used to make the time for his daughters. He was the biggest skill dad on the planet.
yeah, but-
Everybody know that.
Yes, but
And when he done with
again,
that,
what
he's a
about
beast.
No, again, but what about when they have to go?
No,
And,
when you have to go, you have to go.
then
You
again,
know his schedule.
LeBron talked this in an interview I think it was last 3 weeks. LeBron talked about this. He said there's a problem a lot of people have because his wife and them had to understand that for a long period of time, he will wake up 4 o'clock, go to the gym, then come back home, sleep till evening, go to the gym again, and he been doing this for years, and they just had to understand it.
Yeah.
That is the sacrifice. He never had
That's his
much.
job.
Right,
That's
and
his
that's
job.
what I'm saying.
I know. Well, it's different with Gio. When he has to sell to a customer, that is his
That's
job.
the job. You have to do it.
Even
No,
if
I'm
it-
not even fighting that. I
Yeah.
think that's what you're supposed to do.
even if it's
I think
during
we
a
can't
family
lose it
dinner.
where I am operating from. Where I'm operating from is that at the end of the day, your family has to understand, but you also have to make them a priority.
Right.
And that, oh my God, Papa Laps.
What's going on
Nice
here?
thing,
What's this?
Papa.
I
That's
want
a
one of
virgin
those,
peanut.
but virgin.
2 virgin.
I can't have that. All right, no problem. I'll have it.
You
Thank
two
very
virgin
much.
pina coladas. My God.
Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Gio, where your drink?
I mean, I
What's
know
your
this is a podcast, not an interview, so I think I should share my opinion with you and you share your opinion with
sure,
me, right?
sure.
At the end of the day, persons see
Both
success
sides, both sides.
and persons get to say Nessa's a madman or Gio's a madman
Yeah.
and
It's true.
make their own assertions. I mean, they could also look and say, all right, Chelsea seems very nice and quaint and very successful, so
Oh my God, I get 2 drinks.
you
I
get two drinks for all these.
Oh my God.
You know I have to pay for all these drinks. You know I do not get anything for free in this place.
Ain't no way.
Excuse me.
He was real enjoying that, by the way.
Listen. This one don't have any alcohol.
You know I have to pay for all these drinks, right?
Where is Gio's drink?
Hold on.
Where is Andel's drink?
I don't want no virgin. Eh?
He don't want a virgin, he wanted full of rum.
He went with experience.
He wanted experience. I could tell your motivation. You are dedicated to your family. I could tell that you're a guy that you want to ensure that the place your children start from is not where you started from. I know you're definitely kind of father that's going to, just from talking to you, who's going to put the mindset in that is like, I have created this. Your job is to take it further, or even take this and go in your own direction and take it further.
Yeah.
You're correct. And my main thing is, as you say, I just don't want to end up dying and then my kids had to start from zero or go and look for a job.
That is very true.
I want it to be when Gio Designs, when Andel Mark die, the brand continue just like Nike, just like any other big brand.
Yeah.
Your kids take it over.
With their vision.
Well, of course, them go paint the little thing in it and it keep living on. Not when you die, your cars, your wife sell all your cars, the clothes, everything crash. They don't know how to purchase from a supplier. They don't know nothing. No. So I'm praying to God that I live to see the day where me and my kids can work together and then they take it over. That is the dream.
No, the dream is to retire, for your children to retire, you know.
A real,
Exactly.
That's
No,
real
that is
vision.
the dream. That is the dream.
And with that, it do happen with, sorry to say again, I know we would agree to disagree. It do happen with taking days off.
No, I think so. What I've
It
recognized,
can't.
inclusive of this young man here, is that when parents live too much in their work, children become resentful of the parent living in their work. So,
Gotta bring them on the work.
So what
them
you
on the
need
work.
to do, I believe, is you let your child shadow you. Let them follow you. Let them
Yes.
learn you. That is bonding time.
Yeah.
And
So-
you're also teaching them life.
Yeah. Because
And you're teaching
Don't get
them,
vexed, can't show you up.
Mommy, I never say
teaching them
that.
life, and you're teaching
I
them
never
how
say
to
that.
survive on their
how
own.
to survive.
Because
Call it as
the
it
real
is.
world out here is not the
The
easiest.
real, I'm glad. I'm
right?
glad
So
my
you're
son can
teaching
see
them
it.
from early. This is the work that has to be put in for you to be successful.
Exactly. I'm glad my son does see it every single day. So at times somebody might come at the house and he know exactly, a guy wanted a wallet and he know exactly where to go and get the guy
I
the
need a
wallet.
wallet, boy. Show me my wallet. I'm going to show them my wallet. Show me my wallet.
I might need a RFID protection
RFID.
wallet.
Show me my wallet. Let me show them my
You
wallet.
see that?
Come on.
You have one of your wallets on them? You have one of your wallets?
I have it here.
Show me my wallet. Show
I
me
ain't
my
come to
wallet.
the bus. I ain't come to the store.
He is the Brandon.
You know what happened? I didn't want to leave. No, listen what happened. I didn't want
Would
to
you
leave.
approve of this wallet, Gio?
Nah.
Whoa!
Would you
State of that.
would you approve of it?
But I thought I was
Gotta
bad.
chow with that boy.
This is my wallet. Clearly not a Gio design.
Nah.
Clearly.
Sure not.
Clearly. This has all my important documents.
see
in
what-
it.
I thought I was bad, boy, but
What happened is-
it ain't so bad one time.
I didn't want to lead the interview because somebody want the goods outside. Now.
Real.
Somebody already got outside.
No, so that one didn't come with the bus.
From the time they see the bus, they know the goods
You got
there.
to pause the interview.
Yeah, they call it Gio one time. You know what? I would have respected. No, to be honest, I'd have respected. Like,
Right.
let me tell you why. If he stopped this interview to go and sell,
It's
and
not
come
like
back
it's
here.
a podcast.
He stopped the podcast, right?
Right.
To go and sell some goods and come back. That is everything the brand is about. I love that.
But no, but
I
that's
love
what
that.
He's a big fan of you.
No, but
I
that's
love
what
that.
it's really
He's a
about.
big fan of you.
That is what the brand really build off of. So it has times like when we eating, I'll use some of my slogans like you can't even eat in peace.
Yeah, eat in peace.
I can't drink in peace.
Yeah.
The what goods. That is part of it. So that
Serious?
the brand actually built on that. Yeah.
Your hunger is something I really, really admire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I both admire and respect it.
No, admire
I
and
really-
respect it, yeah.
And as she was
And
asking
I will
me,
admit to you, complacency is something that I, at one point, accepted in my life, and I got the result of complacency.
Yeah.
So it is very, I would say, the most inspiring thing about you from talking to you.
Yeah.
What I want to take from you is that
Not bad.
you operate from a place of no matter what, it is getting done.
it have to get done.
It have to get done, and
Yeah.
I take it. I take it.
It
that.
have to, and then
I take it
you,
that.
you will realize that most of the stuff we've been saying is making up is excuse. Like a lot of people say, I'm tired, but you're going and play football, you're tired, but you're watching a whole Netflix series. You can invest that into the business.
I agree with you. No?
You can read a book.
Yeah.
I'm tired, but you're going to movies. You do not got to think about your business.
No, what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
And you're tired.
I agree with you. How much drinks are you gonna make me pay for?
Yeah. Dog.
I agree with you, right?
Ooh.
Because
This is real nice.
that looks. What is a pineapple?
you know,
I think it was a state or something, you know.
Gio, I want to jump
Yeah.
into something else as soon as you all finish.
No, what I would say, I never understood how I have friends who could dedicate 4 and 5 hours to just playing game, and game is not something that they really want to elevate in our
glad you-
business.
I'm glad
They
you
say it's
mentioned this.
relaxation, but to me, it's like, bro, you could take 2 hours out of that to work on yourself.
But wait,
and that's what I believe.
I'm glad you
so when he
mentioned
talks
this.
like that, that strikes a chord with me.
Let me tell you why I'm glad you mentioned this. Because when the brand started, I sold my gold chain. A lot of people know this story. Sold my gold chain, sold my PlayStation, which I love, FIFA,
Yeah.
and I started the brand off of that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sell it and started buy hats and t-shirts one time.
Me as well.
Serious.
So your initial
Destruction.
sales, how it went? Like,
In the
how
start-
you got your first set of sales? Because that's always the hardest. It's easy to make 10 million after you made your first million, but
Right.
it's very hard to go from 0 to a million. So how you went from 0 to 100?
Consistency. Even the days when you do a design on a t-shirt and we're feeling like people ain't like this one, but you know what I do? I ain't make it better, man. You go back to the drawing board and drop something else.
Serious.
And then you, boom, you see sales going back up.
Serious.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. People used to wonder, why you dropping so much of thing? Everybody had different style. Everybody had different taste. You can't drop one big logo and expect the whole trader to like it. So then you drop a small one, you drop a baseball tee, you drop a basketball vest, and that is how you get creative.
Yeah.
So when every time the sales go down, get creative.
So is that the same energy you operate with?
Yeah, it's basically going after it. But on my side, I do take time for myself, right?
We can see with your skincare. We can see with your skincare.
So based on my job, when I interact with people, it is, yes, it's physical because I'm training them, but it's also a lot of mental work because a lot
Yeah.
of conversations happen.
Yeah, different.
And it can be draining sometimes. So I do have to take time for myself to refill my cup so that I can then give them the best of me.
That's why I say it, boy.
Right.
Because there are days when I wake up and I feel like I have to go again. But
I don't get those
I have
days.
people in front of me who are expecting something regardless. So they don't need to know what's going on behind the scenes. I get up and I still show up. But I take my time for me to then refill so that I can go and give them even more.
Right.
Not that I'm giving them less, but I know that I could give them more.
Yeah.
So I set time aside for me. That
Again,
helps
and
me
it
do
depends on the
better
feel
for
too.
me.
Yeah.
Feel
It
like-
depends
feel
on the
like-
feel, yeah.
I think I agree with that, because
Yeah.
you are very, you deal with persons, and that's a lot for you to take on people's burden or whatever. And you could actually lose yourself when
trying
dealing
to
with
please
too
them.
much others.
You're correct. You're correct.
Yeah, and this is
Because people come in and they just let everything go.
you are in fact a public servant.
Right.
And my friend who I spoke about earlier, he is a public servant, and it's very easy to get caught up taking care of the serving
You're serving.
when you're not and
That's
not
what I
serve
am
yourself.
doing. I am serving people.
Yes.
I am a service to people, but I also have to serve myself to serve them better.
That's 100% true.
Well, well, for me with the business is passion too. So I don't ever feel like I'm working. So it is never have a day I wake up and I don't go polish paint to deliver shades. Never. Every single day from Point 14, from library to Porter Spain, out of the 7 days, I might come Porter Spain 6 days.
Yeah.
The next days, you'll be in the area, Cuba, San Fernando.
Yeah.
But every single day I wake up with the same mission, the same goal, customer had to get the goods. We had to find a way.
It's a different animal. Right?
I think
It's a difference. It really... No, I'm not expecting everybody to have this. It's not normal. It's not normal.
but that's why the percentage of you is less, because that is a unique trait. You have inspired me to tap into a little bit of that again. I would not lie.
Yeah.
Hearing you speak, hearing the fire that I have, seeing that your fire did not burn out, I would admit that at some point I allow people to quell my fire, but I do stand on the fact that my fire was built on rage, and that is not healthy.
Right.
What I have to continue doing is to feed my fire, but it's the fire I love. I stand on that. I stand on that 100%. But the fact that you say when you wake up, you're ready to go, and you
It's like, I just wake up.
easy to do that
I
with
just
hate.
wake up like...
It's easy to do that with here.
I just wake up like 4 o'clock every single day.
Go
And
to bed at 5. Yeah. Ridiculous.
yeah,
You know what? We was talking about something earlier, and I actually want to touch back on it for a little bit, right? Jay was talking about one of the people that you guys remember is the girls, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you remember your old relationships, maybe those that doubted you and that kind of thing. Perhaps, right? As entrepreneurs, right? I'd like to know what it's like what your relationship life is like when you're this ambitious. When you're going, right?
I'd love to hear the ladies' perspective as well.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your perspective as well. What is it like when you live for your work mostly, right? What are some of the situations that may come up? You know, is it that you're working too much? You're working too much, or is it that when
You're getting hard when you're working.
yeah, you're getting hard when you're
We
working,
want the honest
baby.
truth.
Right? Or is it that when you take time for yourself while you're working and you have a relationship, you never have time for me?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, damn.
Talk about it a little bit. We want to hear about that.
You can go ahead.
So, I am
Now,
about...
man, go wait on Sheba. You see how she operates? Man, waiting.
I am about-
Baby, when you ready. Sorry.
I am about balance in a lot of in my whole
balance,
life.
so she
Everything
have
is just
time.
about balance. So everything is literally scheduled.
You scheduling it, man?
That is how everything
No,
is.
no disrespect. You scheduling
I
your
s-
jam
I-
at
I-
10:30.
Babe, I could fit you
40.
in.
Sorry.
Babe, I can fit you in at 12.
You could,
on
no,
Thursday.
not baby. I can
On
fit you in.
Nah,
Baby, you
boy,
can fit
that,
in.
That worse than me. That worse than me.
Could fit you in at 12
That
on
was-
this Thursday. If not, we had to reschedule to next week.
Until next week. Nah, that was.
But apart from that, when we go back to what we were talking about, communication is like the key on
Yeah.
everything, right? So there has to be that understanding that this is my drive and this is what I have to do. And if you can't come along on that ride, then I am very
If
sorry.
he can't come along on that ride, he will miss the ride.
Yeah,
Understood.
And that's
Understood.
exactly what we was
And
talking
that's-
about
and
earlier.
that-
You catch me?
So,
Yeah, real. If you don't like it, dip out. That is
No, at the end of the day, I believe partners should align, and there will be some adjustment to integrate the journeys, but we are still individuals on our own journeys. And how we can share our experience is critical.
Right.
I want to hear your side now.
Right.
All there, everybody. I want to hear this. Because this kind of work ethic,
My side-
You real like this dude.
Of course, I do. Of course.
Now,
Big fan
my
of this
side,
dude.
my side is crazy. My side is really crazy because this happens every single day.
Right.
Arguments most of the time because you're too busy. Everything is geodesigns. That's all you're studying is geodesigns. But then my reply is, geodesigns is what having you have a better life.
Woo!
And-
Interesting.
And another thing I say all the time is it's just for a period of time. It's a sacrifice you're making now because, again, you're building a brand. You're not going to an employer and then clock out at 5 and then I have the whole evening with you and the kids. No. You're building a brand. You can't pause your brand for nobody. And is that serious? If the kids have to leave, anybody else leave me, they can't understand it. Sorry. But I'm not pausing the brand for nobody. And what I noticed from a lot of women, I'm not judging, but a lot of women, when they get opportunities, they just take it and leave the man.
Right.
They will go New York or they'll go America if they get some nursing, some big work in some other country and gone.
Yeah.
Or you're not staying for we.
Yeah.
So don't expect the man to, and the man always had to be staying. For some reason, we just always had to be, my wife don't like that. So I can't do it.
Yeah.
You had to make a decision. Babe, what you think? Which one you like? It's you. Which one you like? Why you asking your wife?
So
Real.
I would like to
Why
say
you-
that
I
he has a very unique experience, but this is not something I've experienced.
He's so real for that.
No, I
And this
feel
is
all
not
they
even-
share the same
this is not
experience.
even
I don't
me
have this.
glazing. This is not even me glazing. He's so real for that. You have a lot of people, right, that will
Women
leave
will
you
ride
behind.
out. Women will
Leave you
ride out.
behind.
to you.
Oh, I
For a little
do
opportunity.
actually do
Look, she
not-
knows
I am
it. She
probably
knows
a-
it. She knows
Say that again,
it.
say that again.
You
Say
have
it with
to
the chest,
go.
say it with the chest.
She knows it.
Say it with
Wait,
the
wait,
chest.
So,
Please.
okay, let me speak on my experience because clearly I live in a different
No,
reality.
you are. I just want to hear what she had to
You
say.
lucky. You
Oh,
lucky.
no. Before we go to
You
that,
lucky now.
no, because I feel as though women see the vision I have. I understand their vision.
Lucky.
And every relationship, we work together.
Congratulations, brother. You're a
Again,
minority.
Like,
Congratulations.
no, I think-
Again, what you just do?
I am a soca artist.
Right.
I'm the one
You know what?
entrepreneur.
You know what happened?
No,
With that?
hold on. No, other soca artists who have it as lucky
No, I
as me.
can't. When you done?
No,
I can't tell you
no.
why. I can't tell you why the woman understand.
Why they understand?
They must understand.
Please educate me.
They could go in all the party free.
No,
I'm just joking, I'm
I don't
joking.
even. I
rolling
do
with
that.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
They roll
So
with
I have.
status.
I can proudly say I have never been with a woman who is unequally yoked. In fact, every woman I've chosen, I admire, and they teach me a lot.
You lucky boy.
No,
Congrats.
I think I just don't
I'm happy
choose.
for that.
No, what I've recognized from since young is compartmentalization. I mean, no disrespect. If you share no value, we will operate as to what you are,
Right.
in my eyes. And if you're a woman that I admire and I respect, and you can show me more than is, and I can equally educate you, then the world is limitless.
Fair.
So I don't choose. So basically, plain talk about manners, I don't choose shit girl. I've never chosen a shit girl. Anybody who I was with or is with is absolutely fantastic, and this is not delusion. This is fact. So all them things where I kill, I've never heard a woman tell me, "Oh, all you doing is no," because I not. She is doing her thing.
No, you
She
lucky.
is not stupid.
No, you lucky.
No, I don't go with the grab and goes.
No, it's not
I
a-
go for fine dining.
No, it's not grab
I
and go.
apologize. I do not know this experience all you're talking about.
No, but it's not-
Really?
it's not grab.
No, I do not know it.
It's not
I
grab.
legit do not know it.
That's not yours. You need to remember that you
It's
are
not so-
six.
I
You are
have been-
6'7".
I have been this person since 15 years old. I don't grab shit.
Right.
I don't grab
6'12".
shit. I
This brother
don't
is
grab
6'12", right?
Why I tell somebody, right? And I
Your
always say,
selection
hold on. A woman told me this, right? A lot of men end up in relationships and they don't recognize the reason why there's problems because they select bad. They go for just looks. Compartmentalization, brother. Yes, me and my friend, best friend, we literally used to sit down and say, okay, so we like this girl. Let us check the facts. And I will say to him, I say, what are the facts? And we go out and we actually list it out. And if it's only she has fat, she has breasts, and whatever, we operate in that. But if it says, hey boy, she really smart, you know. She come from a good
you
family.
will never know
Or even if
everything.
you can see her doing her thing because she family every day, but she doing she thing.
But you will never know everything.
Yeah, we're
No,
gonna-
you could.
Yeah, we're going to.
You could. You
when-
can't know every single thing. But what is in front of you, you have enough information to make an informed decision. And men just go and breed the wrong set of girls.
Pause.
And end up in the wrong situation.
When-
And then hates all women for that. And that is a problem.
No, we don't hear
What
women.
I want to know.
Not only, I'm just saying that what men do it. You know the girl was shot from the jump. You see
surely
the
do
girl
it.
was shot from the jump. You breed the girl. You end up in a trashy situation. You see that the woman whole family, the street man like nonsense. And you go on there, you get treated like nonsense. And you confused. No,
Now you hit it
don't
home,
make them decisions.
Now you hit it
And as
home
I
here, brother.
stand on that, I stand on that. I believe in that. I am not one of the men who believe in hating on women or women is this or girl is shit.
I feel attacked.
Nah. Don't operate like
For
that.
the whole
Don't
situation.
operate like that.
Yeah, wait.
More women than
Sorry,
say
people.
men and shit.
Yeah, we're going on.
I'm very passionate about this topic because man is shit, girl is shit. But if they choose right, there are great people in this world, and I stand on that.
Yeah, we're going on. When is the
Minority.
next analysis meeting? Because I had some clients I want to bring.
Minority.
So, we can analyze
but
them together.
Look, you show me that girl, and I don't let you know, nah, true that
Woo!
too.
No, I never show you nobody.
No,
Yeah,
you
know
should.
talking about.
Nah, they operate. Let your woman and them know. You
Yeah,
feel no.
he said,
Let them know.
Yo.
Let them know.
Like, if you see
Do
the
not
episode,
lie.
second say no, and so is a no. But you're going to know by the speak self.
No, you watch the facts. You see it in front. Men just watch red flag, just waving like Trinidad and Tobago with the black stripe in the center, and want to hold on to that. That is nonsense.
No, it
Ah,
go
sorry.
both ways. Women, let's see a lot of red flag.
No. You. I think if you were Geo Designs, you know what you get with.
We get it.
You get with a man who's clearly driven. So if you choose to go there, you cannot complain as to what he is.
Yes.
You're correct.
100%.
Cannot-
100%.
I didn't know that you had
100%.
to jump on the bus too and sell
100%.
me.
Yes,
true.
go. You had to be on the bus, strapping in the seatbelt,
Yeah.
and
Real.
say, "Hey, baby,
Real.
take a left."
Nah, you're
That's what
along
you
for
had to
the,
do.
you're along
No,
for
you're
the
correct.
ride.
You're correct.
Because on a bus like this, it go in one direction only. You're here
To
for
the
the
top.
ride. Yeah.
To the top.
Yeah, you're here for the
And it's an
ride.
express bus. We ain't stopping at every
Yeah,
stop.
we
nah.
ain't stopping.
Yeah, we ain't stopping.
It ain't no
And
detour.
I had this concept, right? Sorry again, everybody want to have the same vision and that passion. I had this concept. You was at the bottom, you're going to the top. When you reach up on the top of the ladder, yes, you can help people to come up, but I'm not making nobody bring me back down. I'm kicking down the ladder.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
nah.
not, listen to what I'm
Boy,
saying
me and you are
carefully.
two
Listen to what I'm
different
saying.
persons.
I don't mind helping people to come up because that's why I just do a lot of, if you go through my stuff, you'll see a lot of
Yeah, you do.
videos
You do.
where I'm
You do.
motivating others.
You do.
It's to come
You
up.
do. Yeah. You do.
But I'm not allowing
do.
anybody to bring me back down the ladder.
Yeah.
So I will kick down the ladder if I have to.
No, you're not kicking down the ladder. You're leaving the ladder right there and you go and you go get climb
No,
up
it's
and
just,
next one.
it's just a concept.
No,
I mean I go actually kick.
Don't
It's
kick
just
down
a-
the ladder. No.
Nah, that's just a concept to let you know. The reason why I
They
say
say kick down the ladder.
the
though.
reason why I say kick down is to make sure I don't climb back down.
Ah.
No, but that's why I say kick down.
All right,
I don't
I
really
understand.
mean kick it down.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just
No,
say that
you ain't putting them
burn
down.
the boats. Burn the boats.
Hey,
Yeah.
you now see me climb the same ladder. You see I going up. I tell you how to climb the ladder. If you want me come down there and pull you up the ladder, we ain't have time for that.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Correct.
But those who can take the instructions, come on up, brother.
Let me go, let me
that's
go.
how I operate.
Yeah.
And that's everybody different. But I kicking on the ladder, right?
Yeah.
I tell you, brother, how
You,
to come up.
you don't really have to kick them down. It's just
Yeah,
kind
kick
of
them
Lego
down.
them. Lego them.
You're
Yes.
rough, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're rough.
No, that is my mentality now.
Yeah.
I ain't mean nothing by it. It's just,
Yeah. I don't
I'm
think
not-
you're
I'm
gonna
not going
bring
back
anybody down or demotivate them or whatever, but you have to leave them right there.
Yeah,
You know,
have to.
and keep going.
100%.
And keep going. Yeah.
But I like to motivate people. I like to encourage.
You are very motivated.
Yeah, it's
Real.
because trust me, we could do it. You could do it from nothing. A lot of people again feel that you have to get 100,000 to start, and I was getting questions a lot in my messages. How you do it? How you start this? How you do that? Everybody think I do anything by guess. No, I used to wake up 4 o'clock for 5 years straight, watching YouTube videos, getting motivated by others. You know, all those different motivational speech, and that is where I get
I
it
was
from.
also educated on YouTube.
Yeah.
A couple books too.
Well, I started with YouTube. As always say I read, but I actually don't read. I
Yeah.
listen to audiobooks.
I listen to audiobooks too.
I don't like
I don't read.
I don't like audiobooks because that's fine. I don't really grasp it.
It's zone out.
I like the book. I like the physical book in my hand.
Yeah, I like that
There's
too.
there's
Yeah.
not people like that, but
and I don't like to read it,
I
but
don't read
I
too slow, man.
learn it.
I used to read a lot, but now it's more audiobooks. I listen to it while I do it.
No, so somebody put me onto it. Big up to Jason Gilbert.
And one book I would like to share for everybody to start with. Your first book is the best book after the Bible. Think and Grow Rich.
Oh yeah, I read that book.
Rich.
That book.
Well, I didn't read that.
If
I
you don't
listened to
change after that book, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
No, that's by Napoleon Hill, right?
Yes.
Right. He was
It's
he
the
was,
best.
He was mentored by I think it's Dale Carnegie.
yeah.
Dale
That-
Carnegie.
yeah,
So I encountered his work, and this is facts here.
That book is
So the first book I ever read was the Art of War, right?
Sun
And-
Tzu.
by Sun Tzu, right?
Yeah.
My friend recommended it to me, right? But then after, he led me down a journey of discovery, because when I listened to that book, I was like, wow, this is the way you operate and interpret the world. And the second person who shocked to me was a video on YouTube by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Right.
The same person who wrote Think and Grow Rich,
Yeah.
right? And he has a 2-hour, 12-minute video, I believe.
Yeah.
And that video literally changed my life.
Yes.
And point me into the direction as
Yeah.
to the person who I am
If you wanna
today.
change- if
So
you
when
wanna
he says read a book like that,
Yeah.
I will say, even if you don't want to read, you guys go
Listen
and
it.
find that information.
But if you want
listen
to-
it and listen to these guys, I believe 100% that what they teach is what is.
Yeah.
That book.
I'd like to plug one more book, right? If you could, read Rich Dad Poor
I
Dad
don't know, I'm telling you.
by Robert Kiyosaki.
You have to
is the
read that
book
book
changed
too.
my life.
You have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
What book you would recommend?
I don't have no book for you.
Yeah, no book for you?
Oh God!
Oh,
what kind of book you have
God.
there? What books you have there? What you be reading?
Fitness book.
Fitness. Oh my God! All right.
I don't read a lot in terms of books like that.
Right.
I
Okay.
read in terms of my industry.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only right.
So
You specialize.
yeah, so I read that's pretty much what I
Yeah.
have, whether it's on my phone or if it's a physical book. That's what I am reading.
So you try to
But I
educate-
do
you try to educate
I
yourself
do
more.
a lot of YouTube, just the motivational, and just have it playing in the background, and that just
Yeah, that is helpful.
it's important to remember that our subconscious, fuels us a lot, right?
Yeah.
So you may always want to pay attention to what's at the forefront of your mind, but a lot of the times, what is just trailing in the back inspires how you perform.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
So what you listen to often is what shows out into the work that you do.
Yeah.
So
What you feed is what you be.
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
so just having a surrounding or
Positive.
environment that can push you, you will see a difference as opposed to not even having anything at all. And something we were talking about earlier, and I wanted to interject between positive and negative.
Oh, yeah.
Your speech to yourself, right? A lot of the times we focus on the negative talks that come out from other people, but what are the talks that we are having
You were saying that.
to ourselves, right? Are we fueling ourselves with the positive speech? Because that is what is going to drive you.
So let me
further.
tell you a book that I read that spoke about that. It's called The Untethered Soul. And what we learn is that the way we speak to ourselves very unkindly.
Yeah.
This
We sure
voice
do.
in our head is actually the worst voice.
Yeah.
And the more you repeat those things
Negative,
to yourself,
yes,
is
that's
the more
who you
it
believe.
comes. It's
Like
there.
what? Like what?
So,
Yes.
Make an example. I don't
so
understand.
like,
Okay, so when you go home, right? So once upon a time, my conscience used to bother me, right? I'm sorry for cutting you, but he asked me to explain further.
Yeah.
So when you lie down in the bed, your voice in your head saying, to me, will say, you're a stupid boy. How you gonna do that? You're done so. How you gonna do so?
Oh,
But the
like
fact
that, like that.
of the matter is, I would not talk to Dion like that. I would not talk to Chelsea like that. I would not talk to you like that. So why would I talk to myself
yourself.
like that? And you learn that if I want you to fix something about you, I speak to you a certain way. I speak to Chelsea a certain way. So why not talk to ourselves in that way? I ain't saying baby yourself, you know. But you say, way boy, that was something that we could have done this way. So next time when we operate like that, we would not make that mistake. We will operate like this.
yeah, and
I
one
just
of the
kind of
things
that is
I-
I like to be hard on myself. Though.
No.
No, I wouldn't say.
So you speak to yourself kindly
No, I
because
wouldn't
you
say,
deserve that.
I wouldn't say kindly, but I would be like, you feel it, but you can do better than that.
The
Certain things like that.
soul.
I wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
call myself stupid or.
It's
right,
more like
but
being real
you
with
realize
yourself.
what you did, right? You told yourself that you failed, but then you said you can do better
Yes.
than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you
not
are
bad, yeah.
counteracting your
Yeah.
negative
Yeah, yeah,
with
I'm
a
saying-
positive,
yeah, correct.
right?
Yeah.
So that is another way to approach it as well.
Yeah.
But if you are just on the negative all the time,
All the time, yeah.
you are going to find yourself going down that way. So another example in another way. So like for some of my clients, a lot of the first things they say is I can't. Right? And I
That's-
said
that's
the
the
moment
worst
that
thing.
you say you can't, you
You
are
don't
now
let down
telling
yourself.
your body that you
That-
cannot do it,
yeah,
and you're
forget
going
it.
to believe that you cannot do it.
No, but you look like a little wicked too, eh? You look like you little wicked.
Let's do this.
But the more you believe that, wait, no, I can't do this, you see You see a different
You'll
light.
make the
You see
extra
a
effort.
different
You'll-
light
you'll
in their
make the extra
eyes.
effort.
Oh, you give
when
him
you
5
try
steps
it.
of this guilt? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, you wicked up.
No, but it's true. You'll make the extra effort. As you say, it's easy to
Yes,
give up.
so many people are like, the first thing is, nah, I can't do that. But the harder stuff is what makes us better.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that is 100% true. I saw something that said the road to what you want is on the other side of things you don't enjoy. In terms of the things that are challenging. So for me, right, I hated lunges. Absolutely hated lunges. But now that in this interval of me going to the gym, because as I said, I was very inconsistent before, the fact of the matter is the reason why I hate lunges is because they actually challenge me. And
Yeah.
I'm weak at them.
Yeah.
So what I want to achieve is on the other side.
Yeah, because I tell people, some people are like, why we do so much hard stuff in the gym? I said, it's not only the hard stuff in the gym. I am also preparing you mentally. Because the harder the stuff is, it's challenging you mentally. So outside of this space that we are in right now, you are going to realize, wait, I can actually do more in other aspects of your life.
Yeah.
Even
Just
when
from-
anybody's saying you can't do it.
Correct.
Yeah, better, yeah.
Our warning
Our
system.
mind. So a lot of the times we feel it and we're like, nah, boy, I can't do that extra lunge. But if you tell yourself you can do it, you will do it.
And he's a Kobe Bryant fan. And the thing about Kobe is that he used to go so hard all the time. And a lot of times his body will be telling him, you can't go. But the heights that great man met and kept us not attained by sudden flight, they have to go harder and challenge yourself.
Yeah, they go harder. Because it had one point in time where my dad used to call me lazy all the time. You lazy, but you're a lazy man thing. Every work you go on, they never look at me as this person who had this big work ethic, you know? But it's because I didn't find what I like. I didn't find what I was passionate about.
Yeah.
Now I work harder than everybody who call me lazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that used to show that it wasn't that I wasn't lazy. I was just, I wasn't into what I was doing. I was doing fabricating, pipe fitting, but that just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
I agree with that. No, I learned a lesson, and the lesson I learned that I want to share is you have to choose things that choose you. In that you could see people making money doing construction.
Correct.
You can see men making millions doing crypto. But if that
And
is
your
not
thing,
what chooses you,
Yeah.
you will never
you
be
won't
like
succeed
them.
in it. You won't.
You won't. You had to choose
It's
what
about
chooses
the goal,
you.
as I was saying, the goal.
Yeah, so
I
it's
think all four of us sitting here actually in industries that chose us.
facts.
Yeah.
Rather than
You're
what
correct,
we
you're
chose. Yeah, because you had the experience of like doing it yourself. Right? Remember, you wanted to be a sports person.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Because we could see that here is that drive. You
Yeah.
just have to have the drive for it. Because the person who's doing construction, they have the drive for it. So not
Yeah.
because you're seeing that their lifestyle turned out this way because of their job.
But most people, but most
that
people
means
in the
that you
job,
could have that same success because you don't know the drive that they have.
most people doing the job that they hate,
Yeah,
but they're not enjoying it.
yeah,
They're not happy to get up to go to work. Most people.
yeah. They just need money.
Trust me, you just have no choice. You have bills.
Yeah.
You have to go to work. You have your kids.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
But even as an employer, which I don't want persons who
You don't want them to resent what they're doing.
I rather you tell me, boy, this is working out and you move on, because at the end of the day, I want you to come, build yourself, build this
And
together.
go.
Whenever you come and that day comes and you say, boy, I'm ready to move on, I will clap for you. Like I've
Yeah.
had workers who say, boy, I'm ready to move on, and we clap for them. But we don't want you here to just collect a check and press because
Yeah.
they're not helping you, they're not helping you. That helps no
And
one.
the energy off too.
That helps absolutely
Yeah.
no one.
Energies be
When
off.
they choose to do it, let us all grow.
Yeah, as long as you're doing something, do it to the best of your ability. Even if you don't like it. Even if you don't like it, I feel like you still have to give it your best effort. Because that's the most fulfilling way to do it. Even if it's something you're doing for just a period of time.
Right.
Do it to the best of your ability for that period of time. You know? If you know your end goal is
No,
different.
the lesson that you will actually learn there is to give your all.
Right.
That's the lesson you can learn in that situation, to give your all. So, yeah.
That's very hard.
Yeah. I was gonna ask something a little bit earlier, right? When when you had started selling the jerseys, this is just like, because it was at the back of my mind, right? When you had started selling the jerseys, what exactly it was, even before you started selling, what exactly it was that made you want to go the extra mile to give a client of yours a token?
Right.
What was it?
What you mean, or from the rental?
From the rental, yeah.
That was just my vision. I was, as I said, I was just different. Because when I used to do that, I had a cousin used to say, "Boy, you wasting your money, you giving out a free thing." I know what it takes to get your brand or get your name out there. You have to give away some free stuff. You can't be greedy and want every single dollar, want to save every little dollar. You wouldn't reach
market
well.
infiltration.
It's marketing. You have to do something to get something later on.
Yeah.
Most people want save money and want all the money now. You can't.
Yeah.
And that was the difference with me. I used to give away a lot of free stuff just to market the business in any way possible.
And in that, I think the reason I bring it back up is because I think that was a version of giving it your all. And some more.
Yeah.
You could have just rent the cars.
Yeah.
Right? You could have just rent the cars.
Because they ain't
and
looking out for nothing.
Yeah.
But that is so much I believed in. You know, I believe in it. So I went the extra mile. And then what made me go even further was the fact that people it had other brands coming along, right? And I was like, all right, you have competition now. Let me see how far everybody willing to take it. I know how far I was willing to go. And that is why I was doing some crazy stuff like in the COVID, while everybody was trying to save the money, I was spending my money that I didn't have.
That's a wise decision, by the way.
Right. Everybody was trying to save. Now we were spending.
You went all in.
I went all in, bring 600 suppers in the COVID 2020.
Ooh, yeah, belly man.
Yeah. I risk taker. I like taking big risks. Yeah. Spend all your money. It had one time. I purchased a vehicle. I purchased a vehicle, and after that purchasing that vehicle, that same day, I had no money. None in the bank, none in my pocket, can't buy gas. That's the risk I just take.
I like that.
No, but so in the Art of War,
yeah,
it says operators though there's no plan B and successor shall be for
burn the boats.
So in terms of when you go all in on a bet, your chances of winning is much higher because you have invested all.
Yeah,
but with investing all, you have to go
harder.
Yeah,
all in.
Yes,
you can't have step.
There's no plan.
No house stepping. I'm glad you mentioned that.
There's no plan. I did the same thing when I left law school. Parents vexed with me. Everybody vexed with me.
Yeah.
But I know when I look at the landscape that is soca, at that point in time there was only one young artist who was doing this thing, which was Irfan House. And I was like, but no, there needs more young artists.
Yeah.
So
but they're in a class with 140 lawyers. That makes no sense.
No sense, yeah.
That is stupid.
It's harder.
So, no, it's not harder, It's just like, no, this is equally as good. Let me go all in. So I went. I rejected my parents. I rejected their programming and their plan for me. And I literally found somebody. His name was Kit Israel. And I ended up staying in their house. I sleep on the ground in the studio. I sleep on the ground outside. And I had a 3-year plan, which I learned from the book Think and Grow Rich, which is you sit down and you make the negotiation with God. And I said, this is the plan. And exactly what I wrote is exactly what came.
Yes.
I love that.
And
exactly what came. What's the question that you have for Gio? You go all in, you go all out, right? Have you operated with the fear of missing out? That's the question we have from the audience.
Missing out in what?
FOMO. Fear of missing out. If you go all in, you're not missing out anything, though. Competitors.
Geo Designs are competitors.
Geodies.
Sorry, I just like to talk like confident.
No, you're not talking.
So you want to answer?
Explain better and before I answer.
All right. So basically, what the person is asking is that when you go all in, right? So my lesson that I learned from Monopoly is that when you go all in, set up yourself for probability and luck to mash you up. Right? I believe the person is asking is that when you go all in this, you now no longer have the opportunity to invest in that and that.
Right.
Do you have a fear that when you go all in A, B and C passing you by, do you think that negatively affects you? That's what you're asking? Part of it? Okay. Right. So
No, we don't even have plan B and C.
Yeah.
no, B and C is not plan. B and C is
Other opportunities?
Right, yeah.
No, well, I stay focused. So I do the rental and I do the clothing. I don't try to do too much. And this is what does affect a lot of people. They hear it have a saying, 7 streams of income, you have to get income from all over. No. That is when your business already built. Not when you're now building, you're trying to build 5 business same time. Your business,
that
you will
makes no
crash.
sense.
You will
That
crash.
makes no sense.
So you build 1 or 2 that you can really be good at and you go hard. The rental, you don't need much of your time because when you deliver the car, that is it. You ain't getting back the car next 3 days or next week, whatever. So now you have all the time on your clothing. And then you stay focused there. You don't want to be watching all over the place. So no, I don't live in that fear.
You ever had to swing for a man, boy, with the rental company?
Huh?
You ever had to swing for a man with the rental
All
company?
kind of thing. Car
Give us a
crash.
story now. Give us the most shocking thing that you have ever had to deal with the rental company. And what is the name of the rental company? 'Cause I don't think you named it.
Geo's car rental.
Geo's Car Rental. All right, yeah. So what is the most shocking situation that you have had to deal with? And I want to hear all the dirtiness because no dirty.
Yeah,
Right. Give it.
It's really dirty. So it had this one customer, you're building the business, so you'll try all different things. So I had this one customer, they agreed to take 2 vehicles. They're paying you weekly because the type of job they have. You're trying to be lenient with people. So
Yeah.
Right.
And you what the income too. So you try, and that was in the pandemic. So I said, all right, cool. So every week they will come and pay you for the 2 cars. They get comfortable. All of a sudden, no money not coming. Then
2 cars the person had?
yeah, him and his wife. So yeah, they're renting 2 of them.
2 separate vehicles?
Yeah.
What?
And then I was like, all of a sudden you can't get the money, and then you can't find them. But of course, that GPS.
Question. Is this rent to own or rent?
It was just rent. I never liked rent to own.
Wow.
But I was just getting them a blind by collecting the money weekly. And I had to follow them, meet them up. I think it was around by McCoy there. And actually had to put them out the vehicle, throw out all this stuff by the traffic light. It was that
real
crazy.
pop thing.
Yeah,
Real pop
real-
thing.
he started recording and saying, "You gonna put my?" I didn't care because I know it's my vehicle. You're owing me. I want my vehicle now. I don't care where you have any car.
So how much was they owing for you to reach at that point?
I think it was like how much was
How much
it?
weeks? Don't tell me how much money.
How much-
How much
right,
weeks?
I think it was like a month.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
that's a while.
Ah,
And
that's
they
a
paying a
lot,
daily
boy.
rate?
Get them a blind, yeah.
And they paying a daily rate?
No, well, of course that it was discounted.
A little
but-
negotiation, yeah.
And then it had this one customer. She was the best customer. She actually saved me in the COVID because
Okay.
she rented the vehicle for like 10 months straight.
Whoa.
No bad pay.
Whoa.
Papa Labs, we like
Whoa.
you.
So it
we
was-
like you a lot.
That actually saved me when you couldn't sell no clothes.
Tell her
Yeah.
thank you. Tell her thank you. Tell her thank you.
No, I don't want to tell she thank you because
Why?
she ended up being the worst customer.
What?
Whoa. They take a turn. They take
Yeah,
a
they
turn.
take a turn.
Yeah, take a turn.
So after all that, you build all her confidence and she went away. She come back. She was like, Gio, I get a car. Of course, you're my best customer. I give
Papa
you, I
Labs.
give you,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay me now. I give you the car.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. And then, so she keep driving the car around for like a couple of weeks. Say, yeah, I'll send you money. I'll pay the money. She ended up owing like 8,000 and never see her again. No money.
Wow.
Had to call the police.
It was a part of the
It was crazy.
She played a real long game there, but
No,
I ain't gonna
no,
lie.
it's not
play ball like
it's
she,
not
like
that.
she.
It's not that. She was really a good person because she purchased clothes, she purchased watch, she purchased a lot of stuff for me. It's just that she ended up in a dark place
Yeah.
financially,
Yeah.
and you couldn't afford it.
So you empathize a little bit. Even though she was the worst customer.
That's nice. You empathize.
Yeah, I understand.
I respect
I ain't
that.
get back the money.
I respect that.
Where there? Yeah, 8,000 for Gio. Right now, bring it. We are second rounds, bring it here.
Yeah, it's crazy, it's crazy.
Nah, that's mad.
Well, this was wonderful. We had a lot of agreements.
Yeah.
We had some disagreements.
A lot.
I learned from Gio.
Yeah.
I learned from Chelsea.
Yeah.
And this is the point where we say thank you guys so much. We hope you learned. We hope you're informed. We hope you understand the mind of Chelsea and Gio much more. We hope that you understand and learn something from
the
Dion.
balance.
And we thank you guys for tuning in to Let We Talk.
Yeah.
We're going to have some drinks. Thanks to the bartenders, everybody in second round, so making sure that we are well taken care of and inebriated. And God bless.
Thanks a lot.
I don't really drink and name. I just drink. I just
It
drink.
had,
bring
it
drink.
had a
It had
virgin pina coladas.
A virgin pina
Virgin
colada.
pina colada.
A
Something
lychee
pineapple.
mojito. Lychee mojito.
We had a next mojito. Oh no, the lychee mojito is the
Yeah.
mojito.
Yeah.
And we had water and we get drunk. And this is the point in time where I am going to turn off the lights, turn up the music, and
This is the point in time where I'm gonna buy a RFID protection wallet from Geo Designs,
Gotta get it good.
as well as a umbrella. How to get it good?
Second, gotta get one too.
Oh yeah, he had to get one as well.
Gotta throw
Yeah,
it
Yes,
out.
we did.
Yeah, throw it
You
out.
need one.
Throw it out wallet.
boy, you seeing this boy?
You need
Nah,
one.
nah. You're really overdoing it at
Nah,
that
boy,
point.
that one is overdue.
Tashi,
Nah, I can't
you
have
know
no coin
members
and thing,
only
you know.
get our new wallets when it's bought for them, right? Here we're going on for Christmas, right? Buy one from Geo Designs for this guy right here.
No, I don't know what for Christmas. Are you crazy?
Well, just get my wallet on a Thursday.
Boy,
I don't
I don't
know.
want no wallet for Christmas.
Well, that's too,
What-
that's too
what-
simple, eh?
what
That's too
kind
simple.
of-
How often do men change wallets?
Whenever a woman gives it to them.
Exactly. So when is the next occasion they can get a wallet?
Whenever a
Valentine's
woman
Day
gives
go
it
on.
to me.
When
I
is it
actually
waiting?
bought
Father's
this
Day.
one. I actually bought this one myself as a single man. But any woman who comes into my life needs to know that they need to organize that.
What brand is
so
that?
that was a Michael Kors. I
Listen,
bought that in the
I have a
airport in
store for you. I
Miami.
have a store for you. I'll send it by
I'm
by
not
mom's
buying
store.
that. My mother used to buy my old wallets growing up, and I bought it because I had to. But at this point in time,
Now you had
any
to.
woman in my life needs to upgrade
All I
this.
hear
I
is
know you had
excuses, and brother. Just
No, I
get
am not
a
buying
new
a wallet. No.
Get a wallet.
No, a wallet is a symbol of love, ladies. Well, like roses, man like wallet.
You trying to say
You need to make sure that your man wallet is taken
Good.
care of and updated.
Okay,
And
don't they?
if we have to throw rose and petals, you need to make
Show
sure.
wallet.
Bye.
Call Gio.
Call you.
Call Geo
If
what
you
time?
love your man,
RFID
call
protection.
Gio.
Call Geo what time?
No, so you're saying I'm not buying a wallet. Absurd. I'm not one of them men living in this soft guy era right now.
Why you looking at me when you say that?
No,
I don't even know.
So why I
guy
say that?
era.
Why I say that is to say
You just feel good taking out a wallet?
I don't care. At the end of the day, God has blessed me so much. The little things that not really working out.
Wow.
I ain't pulling out a wallet, man.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
why feel shame for? Why
What are we skinning it out and all too? Oh my god.
Your wallet can skin also? My wallet skinning out better than a girl. All right.
All right, we go on there.
God
We go on
bless.
there. We go on there. We go on there.
Do
Later.
enjoy, and we'll see you next time.